let me ask you this. Okay, so with Pat being your teammate, you get a chance to observe him day in, day out. You could tell if he come in, he having a bad day, if he had a bad night. What is something that you picked up on as far as like being around him that you think has really grown in this game? Obviously, Pat has these accolades, man. I got to give my boy his props. If he stay the course, if he stays the course, Lord's willing, he a future Hall of Famer. So what would you say is something that you've seen just him diligently put the time in and improve in his game that nobody knows about?
I appreciate you, TA, man. Appreciate you, dog.
I mean, brother, man, not only are we Bama brothers, man, Florida brothers, man, but, I don't know.
Put it in the Hall of Fame resume, bro. This gonna go in the Hall of Fame resume, my dog.
Yeah.
No joke.
Put this on the on the big screen when they playing.
Yeah. I'd say the biggest thing is just the attention to detail he has in practice. Like with the small things. Me and Pat will do releases with each other every week. After practice, hit the jugs, he'll hit the jugs. Easy, simple, small things that, if you're not re-upping and you're not trying to, continue to work at, you can lose. And I think that's the biggest thing as to why Pat is the attention to detail and the little things.
That's real.
All right. So, obviously you started last season as a full-time starter, opposite of me. Obviously your rookie year, you had an injury. That prolonged your debut. But I think you saw like 40 more or some targets. I tell people all the time, try at your own risk because you do not want to go there often because my boy going to make a play. Do you feel pressure knowing that folks are going to try you throughout the game?
No. At first, I knew I was getting myself into. I think, that Bengals game last year coming off injury was probably like the most stressed I've been on the field. And we've all had that, you guys understand that. Like sometimes you just have a bad day and
nah, you gotta say what you said in the press.
Bro.
What he said? What he said?
Bro, the funniest shit I ever heard, bro.
What you said? What you said?
The funniest shit I ever heard, bro.
Sometimes you just eat a shit sandwich, man. Like,
hey, bro.
Like, that's real, see that, man. That's real.
That was funny. Ate that shit sandwich for sure. It was brutal, but it made me better. It made me a better player. When you get beat like that, and you have a bad day. There's a lot of things that you can take away from it, and a big thing is handling the mental part of it. Getting beat up in the media and getting beat up by everyone and just, really looking and realizing, that stuff really doesn't matter. Like whether I do good or bad, being able to handle when you're doing well and being able to handle when you're doing, poorly, you should be able to stay kind of centered and stay consistent in your the way you're playing and your attitude and how you're approaching everything has been the biggest thing that I've learned, through year and a half of starting.
I think too, though, like even just from watching tape, being an outsider looking in, like you could tell this year versus last year, like you popping it. I told you, I just got done watching tape on you. Like you could tell, like when you line up, you on that type of time, like throw it. Like,
Facts.
and I just feel like too, like those games, and then like the media, like even just from me seeing that, like. We all had those times. And like me and Pat kind of talked about it. I feel like with you playing a position that most people aren't playing, like, bro, I don't think you understand the respect that you got amongst your peers. Like even how I look at it. When I line up, like this was actually so crazy because I had seen the video of it. It was like a video of like Jackie Robinson like hitting a baseball and everybody was everybody was going crazy. It was like this is the equivalent of what happened with Cooper DeJean had like the pick six in the Super Bowl. Yeah. So I mean, you gotta think like when you line up, Riley, like bro, from your peers, like Pat's your teammate. So I mean, obviously he'll tell you that, but like from me just looking at it, bro, like that's real, bro. Like that's like what you doing, bro. Like you really motivating a lot of people. Like you on one of them type runs, man. Like you changing the game, bro. And me personally. I told Pat, I feel like you be getting some of the hate that ain't really necessary. Like even that lead me into like my next thing. Your game versus the Giants. That DPI,
crazy.
Crazy.
I mean,
crazy
I don't know what else
you know,
you're
we
supposed
go
to
on
do.
and on about that.
Yeah.
Just
But like
insane.
the best thing
Asinine.
too, like after that was seeing, you know, our entire defense, you know, Pat and the boys like chewing these dudes out because it was absurd. But like having my back and stuff like that feeling was really cool. And you know, Drake Greenlaw, you know, getting suspended for a game because he was chewing ass, bro. Like he was on some ass. So it was cool having the support. Pause.
Hold on, right?
We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that.
Hey, man, listen. Take a nip of the bud, bro. You know.
Hey, the only reason I did that is because last week, bro, Pat already know, bro. Pat,
Oh yeah.
Pat already know. Yeah, we
have some clips for sure. We have some clips.
Yeah.
This might be clip, Roddy, though. This might be clip.
Yeah.
It's all
Riley,
good.
I'm not gonna lie, Riley. That was a little absurd.
Mhm.
But,
So
Yeah, but I do think though, like the defensive pass interference, like it's ticky tacky, bro, because they don't understand. Like refs, there's a game within the game. Like you got receivers down the field, you hand finding a receiver, you're trying to get in good position, make a play on the ball. Then it's like to Riley's point, you do everything right, turn around, make a play on the ball, especially in a critical situation. Like we was in the fourth quarter, you know, needed to stop, big time stop. Boom, they called that flag. Now all the momentum goes to them. And like, you know what I mean? That changes courses of games. Like, so I think it should be consistent, these defensive PI calls, because at the end of the day, we out there competing, bro. You know what I mean? We trying to win our one-on-one matchups. And that's the thing, bro. Like, it's hard. So Riley, walk us through your point of view, bro. Like, where's the line right now between being physical and being illegal? Like, what you feel? Obviously, we got the 5-yard rule. You know what I mean? We can make contact within 5 yards, but we DBs, man. We compete,
yeah,
you know,
no
to the whistle blows. So what
dude,
you think?
I think the biggest thing, like, I don't know if I can answer that. Like, I don't know if it's not clear cut. That's the problem is like, there's so much, it's not black and white. And you know, I think there's gotta be, I don't know how you change it. Like you said, like we're hand fighting down the field. Receivers are able to push off, right? And you know, in the rule book, if you're going to look at, you know, ticky tack stuff, that's OPI. But they don't call that. It's, you know, when we're grabbing at the top of the route when they're pushing off of us, it's on us. You know what I mean? And I get it's an offensive league and stuff, but you know, there's got to be a line, especially in like critical situations. You know that you can't do that. So
I feel like it got to be something where like even players like that you could challenge. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Can you challenge? Like, could they have challenged?
I don't think you could challenge. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because remember they came and the NFL was like, man, you know, we're gonna be looking for the punch out and we're gonna start calling OPIs. I think I seen one OPI call.
Maybe
just one.
It's crazy, bro. And I feel like too, like they gotta understand, like it's a real skill, like when the ball in the air, but it's also a different type of skill when you in phase and then you feel somebody extend, push off. Like I'm in position, but this right here, if you allowed to do this right here, I should be allowed to go like this.
1,000%.
Like come on, fam, come on. Like it's a lose-lose.